Hey, what is up guys? This is the new Webquickie series where I'll be taking a topic and I'll try to show you as quickly as humanly possible. And today we're going to be looking at CSS grids. Now CSS grids is by far the most powerful layouting system in CSS. It's amazing and you should really be using it in the next web project. So here we have a template, which is a pretty common template. We have 6 elements. You have the header and the footer, you have a nav and a side, and sandwiched between them are 2 sections. So essentially what you have is 3 columns and 4 rows if you talk about the grid. So let's see. So in order to speed things up, I'll be switching to pug. So let's make the 6 div elements semantically. So you have the header, we'll call it a header, and then we'll make the other elements. Okay, so let's really get to the CSS. So we have our body. Okay, first thing first. So the good thing about grid is that you can actually define your areas just by looking at the page. So if you see here, you have a header, and then you have a nav section aside, and then nav another section aside, and then again footer. So how grid would want to know that is through the grid template areas property. So we are gonna use it. Okay, so let's get 4 rows in place. Now our first row is basically just going to be a header. Second row is going to be nav, and then section 1, and then your aside. Third row is going to be again nav is going to, and then second section, and then the aside is going to stretch as well. And the last row is going to be footer, of course. And that's it. So now what we can do is we can probably give some property to each of these elements. So we have to tell them what are their aliases in this template area that we have used. So if you see header, I'm going to tell it that the grid area for header is known as h. So that we can do by the grid area property. So the grid area is going to be h, and so you can see now header is basically taking the complete row. So we are going to give it a background, and we can basically do the same for other elements in the page. So you have your header, and then there's going to be nav. So nav is aliased as n, and then you have your section, and then for the next section, and then I think all that's left is aside. The grid area for aside will be a. Okay, so you can see, but let's get things a bit more neat. So I'm just gonna give the height to the body, and you can actually create spaces between the grids by a simple property called grid gap. So say 5px. Alright, so there you have it. But we would definitely want to control the height and width of the column and rows. So for that we can use grid template rows and grid template columns. So when you're using rows, we have 4 rows. So we are going to be, say the first row is 80px in height, and then I think we'll equally divide, so we can use fragments, and then we'll do the same for columns. But we just have 3 columns, so it can be say 15%, and then take the complete area, and then say 18% for the side. Okay, so there you have it. I hope you like this new series. Drop a comment if you have any question. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.